A warm good evening and welcome to it. It's time for Sport at 10. I'm Thomas Mlambo. We've got a full bench tonight and we're brought to you proudly, as we are every single week, by Liberty, your leader when it comes to investments as well as insurance. Now, let's talk about the one thing that you are assured of on the show today. It's going to be jam-packed. Let's get to the bench and find out who's coming on the program. And we start out first and foremost with the man in the Proteas gear, and that is Morgan Movango, who is the best when it comes to bowls. Not the kind of bowls that you normally associate with. It's lawn bowls. You know that slow rolling with usually much older white people that are rolling the balls. Morgan is changing the game. He's going to the Commonwealth Games, and we'll find out more about his story. Right next to him when it comes to presenting, when it comes to the awards and the SAFTAs and being nominated, Lerato is all about that. Lerato, congratulations, nominated.
Thank you, baby.
Nominated, nominee. You know, I've never been nominated for that thing, so can I let you
No, but it's for the both of us because we've worked together.
Oh, I'm dedicated.
So, yes.
If you win on the stage,
oh,
dedicated.
definitely.
Thank you very much. Right next to Lerato Kganyago, we've got the new man at Orlando Pirates, his first live television interview. It's Augustine Mulenga, otherwise known as Diego. Diego.
Yeah, what's up?
I love that nickname, Diego. We'll find out more from the man from Zambia, and then we wrap things up with the superstar of the moment in South Africa. It's Simphiwe Dludlu, coach of Bantwana, taking us to the World Cup in November. South Africa are going to the World Cup. Thanks to you. We're going to the World Cup in 2018. Under 17 World Cup, Marke World Cup. Botswana, get World Cup. Yeah. People mustn't say South Africa are not going to the World Cup. We're going. Yeah, let's get to the news stories and find out what's happening as far as the very latest in that news is concerned. So, Akani Simbini's in the news, and the reason he's in the news is that, well, he's found some big money when it comes to sponsorship. 8 million rand has been put into his coffers for the next 3 years, and the reason is that it's going to help him bring his coach along. His coach, he's been with him for many years, but when it comes to being able to travel with his coach, he hasn't been able to do it. Now, Akani Simbini, thanks to his new sponsors, will be able to travel with the coach. The coach can even quit his day job and now go into working with Akani in the morning. So Vanna Prinsloo, coach of Akani Simbini, our world-class sprinter, now gets that opportunity thanks to new sponsorship. 8 million bucks. That's fantastic for Akani Simbini. We're very happy for him. Speaking of big news, tennis is another big story for South Africa, because when we look at the name Kevin Anderson, well, he is now rocketing up the rankings. Most South Africans don't even know what he looks like. That's him. He's South African, and he's now the number 9 ranked tennis player in the world. He doesn't come and play for us in things like the Davis Cup. He's just too busy making sure his own career is flying, and that's what he's done. He came and won at the New York Open on the ATP Tour just the other day. Pushes his ranking up to number 9. Last time we had a South African in the top 10 in the world was back in 1992. Wayne Ferreira was that man, and I remember Wayne Ferreira. It was great to go and watch Wayne Ferreira play tennis. Then staying with the latest when it comes to tennis news, this story interested me because Serena Williams, everyone thought that she'd had the baby, everything was smooth, it was perfect, but she comes out and tells us in an article that she wrote that it wasn't so smooth and that she almost died. She had lots of complications, and the reason was that, well, let me quote. She says, "I almost died after giving birth to my daughter. I had to have an emergency cesarean section because my heart rate plummeted dramatically. Before she knew what was going on, the doctors had said in the next 24 hours she was in surgery because she actually has a problem with blood clotting, and she suffered what's called a pulmonary embolism, where blood clots and blocks, and it went into her arteries, and she wasn't able to breathe, and all sorts of things were going wrong with the next 6 days after having given birth to her new child, and Serena almost died." Now, I've got a new mom here in Simphiwe Dludlu. That's 6 days of not knowing whether you're ever going to see your child or not. That must have been really hard for Serena.
I bet it was, because I think with me also I had a bit of difficulties. I was in labor for 19 hours. And
only?
Hey, Thomas. Hello. Thomas, no, it's really tough, and it's a life-changing experience.
Oh, let it in for 19 hours.
And I went also a cesarean because her heart rate was now going higher, and they had to, cut me. But I can imagine how difficult it was for her, because now you when you're pregnant, it's either you or the baby that can lose a life.
Yo.
And if both of you make it, it's a blessing.
Now, I saw Lerato's eyes just go big.
Why?
19 hours, you went, yo.
No, but remember, I'm a mother to many children. I'm a mother to children on Twitter, on Instagram, all around the world, viewers,
So
listeners.
how many contractions and how much time?
I've had like millions, darling.
contractions.
Like millions of contractions.
Pramogen,
I've given birth so many
You
times.
got comfortable lapho Pramogen. Nami ngiphuma la ngoba nginabantwana. Uyayazi na ipain yakhona Pramogen.
No. You're okay.
Boy, weren't you there holding hands and saying breathe and hoo hoo hoo?
Yeah, no, angazi ngibe khona lapho.
Wow.
We'll talk to Pramogen very shortly. Let's cross to Durban for a new story that's about to explode on South Africa, because there we've got Alex Kosana, the big man in charge of Athletics South Africa. Alec, welcome to Sport at 10. How are you?
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. But I want to talk about the Athletics Grand Prix series coming up. Why is it that people who are fans of athletics need to be so excited about what's coming down the pipe over the next few weeks?
Well, because we are bringing the new era in athletics. We have innovated athletics. I'm sure you can testify to that. And the most important thing is that we are bringing the world champions to come and run in South Africa against our own stars. We have watched them and they have broken records outside the country, but this time we want them to take on the best of the world in their own home soil, in front of their own spectators as well as our youth, so that we can be able to plant the seed that will produce many of those champions, including the world champions and Olympic champions. And
Okay,
this is about time, and we have been waiting for this moment.
Alec, let's get people up to speed. How many Grand Prix events are there? Where will they take place?
We've got 3 Grand Prix events. The first one is on the 1st of March, taking place in Remseg, Roodepoort in Johannesburg. The second one is on the 8th of March in Pretoria University, and the third one will be on the 22nd in Paarl. Those are the 3 Grand Prix that we are going to have, and the lineup, I'm sure it's already out in the newspapers.
We don't want to know about the newspapers. We want to hear it from you. We want to hear it from you. Show off. Who have you been able to secure to come to South Africa?
Well, we have secured the biggest name, the 2004 Olympic champion and the 2005 world champion, as well as the 2017 world champion in the 100 meters, Gatling from the United States of America, and other 2. One is a silver medalist in the 100 meters last year, as well as the 10,000 bronze medal, a silver medalist. And there is also a world champion, Mr. Yigo from Kenya, who was a world champion in 2015 in Beijing over the discipline of javelin.
I heard a lot of names, but the one that stuck out was Justin Gatlin, the man you see in the screen there, silver medalist at the Rio Olympic Games, gold in 2004, one of the fastest men on the planet. If you want to see real speed, Justin Gatlin is the man to see, and he'll be in South Africa for the Athletics Grand Prix Series. I can't wait, and a great, great achievement bringing him to the country. Final question, though. What exciting South Africans? We've also got big names in athletics, Alec. Who are the big names from the South African side that are going to come home and also compete?
Well, one of them is our South African record holder in the 100 meters. Akane Simbeni is going to take on these guys. And there will also be other athletes, the caster of this world. She will also be participating in some of the events, and Scott will also be racing in the second leg of this series, and many other up and coming South African athletes and other athletes from the African continent and those who come from the diaspora. So that was our focus, and we will continue to do that and bring greatest names so that they can be able to assist our athletes to prepare for the season, including the African Championships late in August, the World Cup in athletics, the Continental Cup, as well as many other events that they will be going through from May onwards.
Alex Kosana, President of Athletics South Africa. I'm excited. I'm going to make my way, guaranteed, to at least one of the events. I have to see Justin Gatlin in the flesh. It's a must. So there you have it. We're done with Durban. Thank you very much to the President there. Let's now move on and just quickly get you up to speed what's going on with the Absa Premiership, because we've got highlights from the game that took place earlier on today. That was the match between Mamelodi Sundowns and action against Free State Stars. It ended in a 1-1 draw. The goals were good. Let's see how it went. Sundowns top of the log, and in fourth position was Free State Stars. So top of the log encounter here. Look at Sorino bringing the ball into Percy Dow's path. Thank you very much. Sundowns 1-0 up. Billiard starting the move. It's starting to become a combination, this one, that's very difficult to stop. And they couldn't stop it on that occasion. But then, here it comes. Free State Stars never say die. They keep pushing. And it's Shaka Zulu Mthembu finding the net to make it a 1-1 scoreline at the end of the game. So a fantastic result away from home for Free State Stars. That's what happened tonight. We'll have a look on Monday as well in a controversial incident when it came to a penalty that should be awarded. We'll find out more about it on Monday. But now let's introduce you to him, South Africa's one and only sports comedian, doing it now for the last 5 years right here on Sport at 10. He's got a live show coming up at the State Theatre in Pretoria, and it will be on Saturday night. Get your tickets where tickets can be bought to see him there. The heavyweight of humor, the shampoo Niza. Aye.
The show is on Saturday at the State Theatre, 7:30. Please, if I just come.
I already have a problem because they didn't clap when I came in.
Yes.
But for you, suddenly, applause.
Yes, it's a matter of this jersey, Thomas. This jersey is powerful. It's powerful, Thomas. In the great word of Kaizer Chiefs, I'm just saying, yam yam kibina bata, and global warming is happening. In the words of the great Steve Kompela, I'll just say, sir, in the great words of McFish, and say hello, Bona. We're gonna move on and then read, the McFish challenge and say, Mlinga, dude, they told me you're in ICU. Like the briefs all over the country, like Mulinga is injured, is in ICU, he lost a heart and 2 legs. I don't know who deconstructed you and everything, but it's all good. The coach, the winning coach of the Bantwana, how are you, sister? Okay. How does it feel to actually be in charge of Banaba Tsurinkia Doli Babu? How about Tsurinkia Doli? And I show go dressing room before the Malopela di Pina, they were Shapangom about growing up, and growing up. But well done, Thomas. We are talking about there are teams that are just losing, but I have Steve Kompela here. Like Steve Kompela asked me, just tell me, Thomas, the Jerry said or they've been there all along, and or buy one, get the whole stuff free. Like and why win at least Steve Kompela, my favorite coach, but what Murata. Because wa wina na bana go tlile go kereke ba testify ka ena no na le motho mongwe a testify go kereke ba di LGBT what a bolela ka steka skim no na fa testimony cela ni yekele no Steve egameni lenkosi mangabe uthi umnyama cala ngoba umnyama enhlizweni yakho ngoba umnyama labo lokho bustopa ikhanya ephuma ku Steve Kompela. In short mfuna ukuthi Steve Lo, Steve, you are doing well, my guy. Unlike some teams I know. Cape Town City is losing. I'm just saying. Cape Town City is losing so much, but at least they have something to celebrate after losing. But at least at least that's all they know. Bathapa, ba loser. Shower me with your love. But talking about people who are losing,
wow.
But why is it team of Platinum Stars? Platinum Stars come quick, you and what's an go restaurant then bar what do you want say or no Kibatanama, but with extra platinum? Platinum, but Giovanna listen like yo, Platinum Stars in a listen. Now we'll have a little one against some pay for a little brother. Hey, the players are Sundowns go di molong ya balata. Hey, o bring goma. Hey, bona wa platinum stars. O garga bona yesha funeral park tswara murgir. Ita. Orem fit. Talking about football players. Some people know about football players and dating women and everything. I have a video that says that is wrapping up the Valentine's month and say if you are a girl and you are planning to date a football player, this could be you, eh? This could be you. Unless
Shavi is holding his girlfriend's hand.
Oh. Yay. Oh. Bona.
Must be strong, eh?
We're running out of time, but I'm just asking you. So Mulenga is injured.
Yeah.
Mara, he has never played. Mara is injured.
Wow.
Sure, Mulenga.
It's time for a break. We're going to the break. We're going to go there by virtue of the topic that we want you to talk about tonight on the show. The Championats will be back. And the first thing that we want from you when it comes to that topic is... well, give us your messages. Tell us what you think. The coaches here, the under-17s, have qualified for the World Cup in Uruguay in November. It's just a special time. We need to celebrate it. Coach, we'll see what they say about that in the topic. It's time for a break. After the break, we'll be bringing you all you need to know about the Wazanazo rivalry match. It's Polokwane City and Baroka. We're going to do a live crossing to Polokwane to hear from those men about their encounter. Stay with Sport at 10.